Emma and the magical toy chest. Baby Emma crawled across the soft play mat, her chubby hands reaching for the bright red ball. Today was a special day. Her parents had opened up the magical toy chest in the corner of her room. It was a big wooden box with colorful animal drawings on it, and inside, it was filled with all sorts of exciting toys. Emma's first discovery was a soft, squeaky duck. She gave it a curious squeeze, and it let out a cheerful squeak. Giggling, Emma held it up in triumph. The sound was so funny that she squeezed it again and again until the room was filled with laughter and squeaks. Next, she pulled out a stack of colorful rings. The big yellow ring was her favorite. She tried to fit it over her head like a crown but ended up chewing on it instead. It tasted a little funny, but Emma didn't mind. Then something shiny caught her eye, a rattle shaped like a star. When she shook it, it made a jingling sound, like tiny bells dancing inside. Emma waved it high in the air, giggling with delight as the sound filled the room. Suddenly, her toy bunny tumbled out of the chest and flopped onto the floor. Emma squealed with joy. "Baba," she babbled, her way of saying, "bunny." She grabbed the fluffy toy and hugged it tightly, rubbing her cheek against its soft fur. As Emma explored, a little drum appeared at the bottom of the chest. With her tiny hands, she began to tap it. Boom, boom, boom. The drum made a fun sound, and Emma started bouncing up and down, making her own little music. Her favorite moment came when her mom pulled out a mirror toy. Emma's eyes widened as she saw her reflection. She touched the mirror, then her face, and then giggled at the funny baby staring back at her. After a while, Emma's play slowed down. She leaned against her mom with the soft bunny in her arms, yawning. Her mom smiled, gave her a kiss on the forehead, and tucked all the toys back into the magical chest. "Tomorrow, you can play some more," her mom whispered as Emma's eyes closed. The magical toy chest would wait for her next adventure. This story is simple, cheerful, and perfect for a young child to enjoy. Smile sure. Let's expand the story for more fun and exploration. Emma and the magical toy chest, extended. Baby Emma crawled across the soft play mat, her tiny fingers eager to explore the magical toy chest. The chest was filled with treasures, and each one seemed to have its own little adventure waiting inside. Emma's first discovery was a soft, squeaky duck. She gave it a curious squeeze, and it let out a cheerful squeak. Startled at first, Emma's big brown eyes widened in surprise. But when her mom squeaked the duck again, Emma burst into laughter. Soon, the room was filled with happy squeaks and giggles. Next, Emma reached for something bright and colorful, a soft, rainbow caterpillar with big, googly eyes. The caterpillar's body was made of different textures. Emma poked and patted it, then nibbled on the fuzzy green tail. It crinkled. She stopped, her tiny head tilted in wonder. Curious, she crinkled it again and giggled at the funny sound. While Emma played, the chest seemed to sparkle just a little, as if it was excited about what she'd find next. Her little hands dove in and pulled out a stack of colorful rings. The smallest one was blue and shiny, the biggest one was yellow and soft. Emma decided the yellow one was her favorite and wore it like a bracelet. She shook her arm, making it jingle as she crawled around the room. Just then, a little train rolled out of the chest. It had smiling faces on its carriages, and when her dad pushed it gently, it made a cheerful choo-choo. Emma clapped her hands in delight and crawled after it as it rolled across the mat. The train stopped in front of her favorite toy bunny, who had been watching quietly from the corner. Emma scooped up the bunny and gave it a big hug. "Baba," she exclaimed, nuzzling her face into its soft fur. Her next treasure was something shiny and jingling, a rattle shaped like a star. Emma held it high in the air, shaking it wildly. The jingling sound made her bounce happily on her knees. She gave it to her mom, who shook it gently, creating a little song that made Emma sway side to side in rhythm. At the bottom of the chest, Emma spotted a little drum. Her dad showed her how to tap it. Boom, boom, boom. She smacked it with her chubby hands, creating her own little music. Her parents joined in, clapping to her beat. Emma giggled and smacked the drum harder, feeling like the star of her own band. Finally, Emma found a very special toy. It was a little mirror, surrounded by colorful beads that slid up and down. When Emma looked into the mirror, she saw the funniest thing: a curious baby with wide eyes and messy hair staring right back at her. She poked the baby in the mirror and giggled when it poked back. Her dad leaned over and made silly faces into the mirror, making Emma squeal with laughter. As Emma continued to play, the room seemed to fill with magic. Her toys became more than just objects. They were her little friends, each with its own story and sound. The squeaky duck, the jingly star, the crinkly caterpillar, and the cheerful train all joined in her fun. Even her bunny seemed to smile as it watched her explore. But soon, Emma's energy began to fade. She cuddled up with her bunny, her eyelids growing heavy. Her mom gently scooped her up, whispering, "Time to rest, little one. The magical toy chest will be here when you wake up." As Emma drifted off to sleep, the toy chest sparkled once more, as if saying, "Good night, Emma. See you tomorrow." This extended version adds more toys and interactions for a longer, immersive story. Smile.